My journey through every winner of the Booker Prize for Fiction continues. This time we are talking about The Vegetarian by Kang. This won the International Booker Prize in 2016, and since then it's become a very popular book, not just on social media, but it has sold millions of copies around the world as well, which makes sense because I do really enjoy it. I mean, it is bananas. It's definitely for fans of wackier fiction, but at the same time, there's purpose to it. It still has a meaningful story to it. It's not just craziness for the sake of crazy. You just have to root around in all of the chaos for a bit to sort of make sense of it. It's always great to see an outsider win an award that's as prestigious as the Booker Prize for Fiction, because this was actually the first book that Kang had ever had translated into English, and against 155 different works of translation that were judged that year, she ended up being shortlisted against some real literary juggernauts and still came out on top. So truly hats off to her, and hats off as well to her translator, Deborah Smith, because of course it wouldn't be the Booker Prize if it wasn't mired in controversy. So the year this book won, there was a lot of discourse about the translator, Deborah Smith. Lots of Korean scholars felt that she mistranslated so much of the book and that the overall meaning was lost to the point where it was a different story entirely, which is always a very hot topic conversation. And there's, no single right answer. I think, David Diop probably says it best. He says that translation is always an act of betrayal, and he went on to win the International Booker Prize years later, so he would definitely know. But I don't think it should take away from the brilliance of this story, because it really is one that I would recommend. The book is split into 3 acts. Each act is narrated by a different character in their own perspective. But I think in amongst the fever dream of it all, because as I said, this is a very memorable book because it's very crazy, there is a very meaningful message about standing up against conformity and finding your own identity.